mean to do it. It just happened. I can't help it. You can't hold me accountable for it.
You say that often, James.
I'm sorry, Lord. Well, I suppose so. But please, let me explain.
Yes?
Well, you see, Lord, it happened like this. We had finished the Last Supper. The meal was over. Jesus and the 11 disciples, we went out to the Garden of Gethsemane. You know, just a short walk from Jerusalem.
I know.
Of course you know. Well, as we approached the garden, Jesus told the other disciples to wait. He asked Peter, John, my brother, and he asked me to come with him to pray. The three of us were very close to him, you know.
Then?
Well, Jesus became very upset. He called out to you, Lord, if you will remove this cup from me. I heard him. He begged and pleaded with you. And then his voice became quieter, almost submissive. And in almost a whisper, he said, not my will, but yours.
I know. God's will and human will is very different.
Yes, Lord. Well, then Jesus asked the three of us to watch, to stay alert, to pray for him. Well, he walked a short distance from us, and he began to pray like I'd never seen anyone pray before. You know, instead of lifting up, putting his arms up to heaven, well, he fell to his knees. Then his face into the ground, his arms stretched out. It seemed like he was in such agony, I didn't know what to do.
My heart grieved for my beloved child.
Well, I watched him. I understand. He seemed to suffer. And we watched, and we watched, and watched, and then I fell asleep. I guess we all did. I mean, I didn't mean to fall, but I fell asleep. Before I knew it, he was tapping Peter on the shoulder, and we all woke up. And there he was. His face looked very different. His eyes were filled with deep sadness. And he asked us, could you not watch with me for 1 hour?
Couldn't you?
Yahweh, we tried, but we were exhausted. And then it happened a second time. A second time, he asked us to watch. A second time, he seemed to be in agony. And again, we fell asleep. I remember that he tapped on our shoulders and said, your spirit is willing, but your flesh is weak.
James, you wanted to do what was right.
Well, of course, but why does that happen all the time to me, Lord? Why? Again and again in my life, I want to do what is right, but I always come up short. I mean, I never do it perfectly. Why am I that way, Lord?
I know your heart, James. I know my spirit is inside of you, yet the flesh is weak. Humans drift away, turn away from God. They find it hard to follow my ways.
Lord, how can you put up with disciples like us? I mean, who fall asleep when Jesus is suffering? Who fall asleep when the whole world around us is suffering? How can you put up with disciples like us?
People grieve my heart, but I know them. I understand them. I love and forgive the repentant who turn from their sinful ways and turn back to me.
Lord, I confess, it's much more than I thought I could ever bear. Help me. Please help me become a faithful disciple who will listen and follow.
I will. My Spirit is inside of you. It will guide you, you and all the disciples.
I should go now and be with the others. I think I hear Judas and the soldiers coming to the garden. Thank you. I invite you to please stand as we sing our song of the day, number 324.